All right, I think we are live. All this new technology, we just have to make sure that we are proceeding with everyone online. So welcome to the Immigrant Centre of Manitoba's annual general meeting. I can't believe this in over 70 years. This is our second virtual AGM. We're getting to be quite proficient at this. So we would like to welcome all of our friends to the Immigrant Centre, our funders. We sincerely appreciate everything that they've done and the fact that they've joined us as well, our clients as well as our partners. So welcome everyone to the AGM. Our business today is going to be pretty efficient and should go fairly expeditiously. We do want to make sure that we are extending a warm virtual welcome to everyone. Usually AGMs are an opportunity to welcome people and talk to them personally, and you can welcome them a little bit more naturally than you can through a virtual AGM, and thank them for everything that they've done for us. So we hope that we can welcome everyone in person next year. That's our hope. So despite some significant challenges that I think all organizations have faced, there were four main pillars of our success as an immigrant center. First was a very strong community of people. We had our funders reach out to us. They constantly provided support and asked what the Immigrant Center needed in terms of help and assistance. Without them, we certainly couldn't have done the work that we had carried out this past year. The staff, a big round of congratulations goes to each and every person for reinventing the wheel and reinventing the service delivery models and making sure that our services continued to our clients. A big thank you to our clients who adapted to the virtual world, as well as our board members. We had various modes of communication on the go at the same time: Zoom, conference call, calling through cell phones, but everybody made it work. The second pillar is really that strong level of dedication and support. We've had numerous examples of staff members and board members who had some significant health challenges and personal issues over the year, but they never missed a beat and they continued to provide support to the team. And that is, I think, a hallmark of how true teamwork really works and how we support one another. The third pillar was a strong leadership team here at the Immigrant Center to navigate all of the uncertain waters and make sure that the staff were well supported and cared for through this time. And everybody came out of this and comes out of this together and stronger. The next pillar was the strong connectivity to stay connected in our disconnected world. And I think we managed to do that quite well through conference calls and emails and just making sure that everybody was on the same page. Some of the highlights that we had this year were our continuing focus on board governance, and we've made some significant accomplishments there. And diversity and representation was a top priority for us here at the Immigrant Center. We did conduct a modified strategic planning session, so we used the COVID situation to our advantage. And what we did was bring a small team together to really expand and explore and chart a new course for one of our strategic initiatives, which formed under a new committee. So that was well received and produced some great results. We also introduced some new initiatives, one being the introduction to the First Nations engagement project. So it was a busy year, despite the fact that we were all a bit here and there and everywhere. So that is a quick highlight. Our comments are all summarized in the annual report, and I hope everyone has an opportunity to take a read through it. There's a lot of great information and it's a very easy read. Next, what we would like to do is have the approval of the agenda. I would like to call on our board secretary, Lori Wilkinson, to make a motion. And I think Lori is still unmuted. If somebody can unmute her. There she is.
Sorry. I would like to make the motion that we approve the agenda.
Thank you so much, Lori. And a seconder, just even by a show of hands, if I can see, I see Marge. Thank you very much, Marge. All in favor? Show of hands. Looks like everybody, right? Maria, if you see anybody that has not approved, please let me know, but I believe that it is unanimous. From the minutes of the last AGM held on June 15th, 2020, I would like to call on Lori as our board secretary to make the motion.
I would like to make the motion that we approve the meeting minutes from June 2020. That seems like decades ago.
A lot has happened since that time. And a seconder, Marge, do you want to make that motion again as incoming? Thank you very much. All in favor? Or first, I should ask if there were any corrections to the meeting minutes. There shouldn't be because everyone's had a chance to read them, but just to make sure there are no hands raised. All in favor, please. Show of hands. Looks like everybody has unanimously approved it. Thank you very much. At this time, what we would like to do is turn it over to our Chief Executive Officer, our CEO, Jorge Fernandez.
Thank you, Diane. Nice to see all of you. It's 2 years now since we are doing the virtual meetings, so it's a really challenge for all of us. We hope next year we can see you in this room, all of you, and we can shake our hands. So this year for the Immigrant Centre was a challenging year. The last 16 months, we have to change everything we do here in the Immigrant Centre, starting with the orientations, the way we see the clients, the way we protect the staff. So we came with different plans how we can keep the Immigrant Centre open. We are doing services online and we are doing services in person. So I want to say that Immigrant Centre continue working during these 16 months and the clients are getting the services they needed. Challenges are different right now. We are dealing with a lot of mental health issues, family issues, how to apply for the Manitoba Health Card, social insurance number. Issues that were so easy for us before to apply for the social insurance numbers was just one visit to Service Canada or go to Manitoba Health and you get a medical card right away. Now it's taking like 2 months, 3 months to get this. So everything changed and Immigrant Centre is trying to provide information to newcomers so they will know what is happening. I want to give a special thanks to our funders. Thanks to you, we were able to keep the Immigrant Centre open. We were able to provide 20,000 services to our clients, and we saw 7,000 clients coming to the center. So you can show, this is showing that the need was there, and clients were able to find services online and services here in the center one-to-one in person. So thank you for the funders, thank you for your support. We didn't close any single program. All our programs are working. We are lucky the Immigrant Centre has every single program working. And that's thank you to the funders. So we really appreciate it. It was difficult. We didn't see you for a long time. All our meetings now are online, by phone. So thank you. Thank you for giving us the budgets, the money and time. So this is keeping the Immigrant Centre open. Also, I want to thank our partners. We have a good relationship with our partners. We have programs that partners are helping us. Just to give you an example, we have so many clients that are stressed now and dealing with mental health issues. So we are able to refer clients to different organizations working with that. We have organizations working in housing, in health, in schools. So we are referring clients to them. So Immigrant Centre is not trying to do everything, but we are working with the partners. I want to thank the board members. Wow, you were amazing with Immigrant Centre. You were amazing with the staff. You were donating things to us. You gave us a Wellness Day a couple of weeks ago that the staff was so happy to get a pizza from you. So thank you. That means a lot from us and we really appreciate the support. And hopefully next year we can see you and we can shake your hands and you can see the staff and they can thank you in person. So thank you very much to the staff. Also, I want to thank the volunteers. It was amazing. We were able to recruit, to keep volunteers and get more volunteers, and they came back to us. And thanks for the volunteer. We are providing services online. We have conversation classes, and it's done online. So we have a lot of volunteers. We have one-to-one tutorials, citizenship classes, driving classes. So we have the volunteers. So thank you for the volunteers, and we hope we can see you next year. And I want to thank the staff. The staff, you were amazing. If you can say who are the two heroes of this year, I will say the staff. You were coming to work every single day, and you were not afraid to come. We were seeing cases of COVID around the city. They're saying some of the cases were coming to travel, and that's the clients we're seeking in the we see here in the Immigrant Centre. And you didn't mind it, you didn't complain, and you were able to adapt to the changes. So in the future, we are going to have a time when we are coming together, and we are going to say thank you for all your achievements during this year. You show us your compassion and your passion for the work. And every time I'm coming to the basement, to the main floor, second floor, I see you working with clients, and I'm really, really proud that I'm working in the Immigrant Centre. So thank you to the staff. You are my heroes of this year, and hopefully soon we can see everybody back in the office. Now we see 50-50, but hopefully in the next couple of months, all of us are back in the office, and we can shake hands, and we can smile and make jokes about COVID-19 that is changing our lives. I want to thank Diane. Thank you for your support during these 2 years. You're an amazing mentor for me. You were supporting not only me, but the staff. And you were always here for us. Anything that happened, I used to send you mails, and you were right away here to support us. So thank you for all the support. And the staff really like you, and they always tell me, tell Diane and the board that we really thank for everything they do. I want to welcome Holly. I want to welcome Holly. She's going to be our new chair. So we are going to be working with Holly in the next couple of years. And I want to thank the board members. Thank you for everything you do. We have 2 board members who are leaving soon, it's Milton and Rolf. And I want to thank you for everything you did in the last years for the Immigrant Centre. And I want to welcome the new 4 members that are coming here to work for us. Hopefully we can see you in September back in the office if everything is open. And then we can talk about the services that the Immigrant Centre is providing. And then you can have a tour of the Immigrant Centre, and you can see what we do here. I would like to say that we are getting a lot of memos, emails from clients. And I want to bring one that we received from a client, and he wrote this to us. I want to thank everyone at the Immigrant Centre for the compassion and dedication, even more so in times of COVID-19. I received assistance from you when I needed the most, and I'm grateful for that. As an immigrant, I feel that what you do is essential for our clients. This is just to show you how we get on every time we get these memos, we have notes, we have phone calls from clients, and they're thanking us to be here and continue working for them. This year, we have to change everything, and we are preparing for next year. It's going to be a challenge year too, because we are going to be working with post-COVID stress, and it's going to happen to the staff and to the newcomers. We are going to start seeing arrivals soon. So we are getting ready here in the Immigrant Centre, and every single day we are preparing about what's going to happen. Immigration is going to change the way they do forms. Everything is going to be online. So you can see the staff of the Immigrant Centre, they go every day online to see what the changes, and they're getting ready to see the clients. So we are going to be able to provide information. So that's my report. It was like challenging year. We were able to adapt. We continue working. I'm proud that we are coming to work every day, and we are going to continue working for the hopefully next year's here in the Immigrant Centre. So thank you for all your support. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, the board members. Thank you to Tony.
Yes.
Tony's doing an amazing job in the finances. He's the only guy who didn't miss a day in COVID-19 is Tony. So thank you, Tony. Thank you to the managers. Thank you to the managers of the Immigrant Centre to keeping all the staff together and happy and providing support they needed. So thank you, and be safe.
Thank you very much, Jorge. Thank you to you for your exemplary leadership role through this whole period, as well as Tony and all the leaders in the organization and staff. We can't thank you enough, because there's 2 things we couldn't do without you guys, the staff, and our funders. Without that, we'd be hooped. So big congratulations go out, and sincere thanks. Thank you. It's just a pleasure working with both of you and the whole staff. And the board and everybody. So now at this time, we'd like to introduce the Finance Committee's report, and we will turn it over to Yemi.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Diana. So my name is Yemi Olale. I'm the current treasurer for the association, for the organization. So I'm here to present the Finance Committee report for the year ended 2020-2021. The Finance Committee received the audited financial statement from our auditors, Roy Locke Robert. The opinions issued by the auditors was unqualified. So there are three possible opinions that an independent auditor could issue. The first, which is the best, is unqualified. Then you have the qualified one, and you have the adverse one. So the implication of this is that they've looked at our books and they think the numbers have been fairly presented. So good works to the management of ICM. So I'm going to give a summary of the financial report for the year ended March 31st, 2021. I'm going to start with the balance sheet. So we ended the year with total assets of $681,826. And we had total liabilities which includes both current and long-term liabilities of $416,038. In addition to that, we had net assets of $265,788. The summary of that is in the published financial statement. So that takes me to the statement of revenues and expenditure. So for the year ended March 31st, 2021, we had total revenues of $2,644,615. And that's our total revenues. Then for our expenses, we had a total of $2,672,922, leaving us with a reported deficit from operations of about $28,307. In comparison with the prior year, we had a surplus of about $78,000. So that's a summary of both the statement of financial position and statement of revenues and expenditure for the year ended 31st March 2021. I'd like to make the motion for the approval of the audited 2020-2021 financial statements. Is anyone seconding?
Weinberg, all second.
Right, thank you very much. I'd like to make a second motion for the reappointment of our external auditor, that's Roy Locke and Roberts, for the coming year, 2021-2022 financial year.
I'll second that motion as well.
Yeah, thank you very much. And that brings me to the end of the Finance Committee report for this AGM. Diana, did I lose connection?
Now okay, good, we're good. Now, a few little technical glitches here, but we're good. Now that we've had an opportunity to get the motions approved, we do want to ask if there's any questions or comments on the approval of the audited financial statements. And seeing none, we will call for the vote. All in favor? Thank you. I believe we are unanimous. Any opposed or abstentions? And seeing none, the motion has passed. the approval of the chartered accountants for the upcoming year. The motion was made by Yemi and seconded by Rob. There were no questions, and I'm sure there aren't any. We will call for the vote. All in favor? Thank you. I believe that that's unanimous. Any abstentions? Any not in favor? Seeing none, that motion has also passed. Thank you very much, Yemi, and your committee, and also to Tony, our CFO, for their exemplary work over this past year. I'm now going to turn it over to Holly Tupin, and I'm going to put on my mask so that she can take off her mask, and she will go over the interim board appointments.
Thank you, Diana. I'd like to start out by thanking the Board of Directors for their support of the Immigrant Centre for this challenging year. On behalf of the Governance Committee, the following board confirmations are being put forward. I move that, as recommended by the Board of Directors, the following individual be re-elected to the board for a renewal for a second year of a 2-year term. Kim Stevens. Do I have a seconder for that?
Looks like Karen and
Karen?
Ross. Karen? Yep.
The second motion, I move for the confirmation of the following interim board appointees who bring a wide range of experience, skill, and diversity to the board. Full bios will be updated and available to our website. Yemi Olale Youssef Kakemchak, Maria Cristina Loriano, Gil Garcia, and Diane Carrier. Do I have a seconder?
Okay, I think everybody's seconding, so we'll take Lori.
Lori.
And we should probably call for a vote
We have
on, we'll call for a vote on the, on Kim's reappointment. All in favor? Looks like everybody. Any abstentions? Any not in favor? That motion is approved. Thank you. On the appointment of our new directors, we have a motion of Holly and seconded by Lori. All in favor? Looks like unanimous. Any abstentions? Any not in favor? That motion has passed. Thank you very much. Excellent.
We also have a couple of directors who will be retiring from the board due to the end of their terms, and we thank them for their contribution, Robert Weinberg and Milton Parado. Before I turn it over to Diana to say a couple words about them, I also wanted to take this opportunity to acknowledge Diana leadership as chair of the board. Her commitment, her wisdom, her expertise have helped us move forward even in challenging times. She's also been there to assist Jorge and his team and to help the board as we move forward to ensure that the organization continues to be successful and serve the community, which is so important. So I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you for your 2 years of chairing the board.
Thank you very much.
Now I'll turn it over to you to say a couple words about Robert and
Perfect. Yes, we do want to send out a special thank you to 2 esteemed board members. Milton, it has been an absolute pleasure working with you. He's been one of our most excited and exuberant participants, had a key role in developing the new website for the Immigrant Centre, which has been an enormous success. You've always come to the board with energy and passion and shared your experience and knowledge with us. And we would really like to thank you for all of what you have done for the Immigrant Centre, the board, and the staff here. So a great round of thanks to you, Milton, for your service and long dedicated service as well.
Thank you, Diane. I just want to say that it's been a privilege to be working along such a expert and dedicated professional group at the board. I mean, it has been wonderful and a learning experience to have worked with all of you. The Immigrant Centre is such a dynamic and devoted organization that always exceeds newcomers' expectations. Thanks to Jorge, Diana, Kim, everybody for making this experience gratifying and enjoyable. It has been, as I said, a pleasure working with you. For now, I will remain a friend and an ambassador for the center.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Milton. All of your colleagues on the board are going to miss you. And then we're going to really miss Robert Weinberg. Rob has an amazing level of expertise in the settlement sector. He has proven to be completely invaluable to us, is one of the go-to people when we need information and help and assistance when it comes to the operations here, to the settlement sector, to what's going on, to help us be prepared and responsive to what's coming down the chute. He's served tirelessly as chair. He's served tirelessly on the finance committee several times over when we asked him to join. He served on the governance committee. He's probably served on every committee, I would think, pretty much. And his service will really be missed, but I know he will continue to be a friend of the Immigrant Centre, and we will not lose touch with either Robert or Milton. So thank you both for your dedicated service. We are really going to miss both of you.
Well, thank you very much, Diana, for those kind words. It has been both a challenge, but also a pleasure to be able to contribute to the work of the Immigrant Centre over the past 11 years. When I joined the board in 2010, the Immigrant Centre was quite a different place. It did have dreams of becoming what it has become, that it just recently moved into the new facility that we are still in and which serves us very well. But we have grown both in terms of programming and budget, and from a board perspective, we have improved governance and oversight in an enormous way, and without hopefully treading on the territory of management. It's always a fine line between what the board ought to do and what management ought to do, but I think we've generally been moving in the right direction and maintaining that division so that the board can fairly exercise its fiduciary responsibility for oversight. I leave the board in good hands. I leave management in good hands. Holly will be a great chair of the board, and it has been a real pleasure working with her in the past. Jorge has been a real pillar of strength for the organization and has grown into his role of CEO and does a great job on behalf of the organization. And given that money is so important, I also have to thank Tony for his dedication to the organization, his real expertise in the world of finance, especially non-governmental finance. So again, I leave the organization in good hands. It will always be close to my heart, and I wish it the best for the future, for our immigrants depend on us. Thank you.
We might be reaching out to you, Rob, sooner than later. Well, I cannot believe that my 2 years as chair has already come to a close. It seems like a blink of an eye, and the whole thing just kind of like, I can't believe it. It's been an incredible experience. I continue to be very dedicated to the Immigrant Centre. Looking forward to the next 2 years supporting Holly and Jorge and Tony and all the team here, and doing what I can to make sure that I continue to add some value to the organization. Holly and Jorge and I have worked quite a bit over the last couple of months to ensure that there's a very smooth and seamless leadership transition. So we will be in very capable hands with Holly at the helm, and Lori Wilkinson coming in as vice chair, Marge coming in as secretary, and Yemi staying on as our treasurer. Before we officially close the meeting for today, I would like to ask the board members that they please remain on the call, as we have a little bit of business to do to just approve the slate of executive for the upcoming year and officially transfer the reins to the new executive team. So thank you again, everybody, for joining us on this virtual AGM. It's sad that we can't see your faces in person and give you a hug and thank you for all the support that you've been providing to us. So a big virtual hug from all of us here at the Immigrant Centre for everything that you do for us from the funding perspective. And on that note, at 12:32, we officially will close our AGM for the Immigrant Centre. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And board members, please stay on the line, as well as Maria.